These steps will show you how to purchase equipment. Our first scenario is purchasing a tractor with a check. So what you want to do is go to Accounting and then go to your chart of accounts and then set up your different equipment accounts. In my example, I have two. I have one called Farm Machinery and another called Trucks and Autos, and there are two accumulated depreciation accounts that are associated to each of these. So that's the first thing that you have to do before you purchase equipment, is set up your equipment account. Now I'm going to go to my account register, choose my checking account, and I'm going to do a new purchase. In my example, I'm going to pick out my contact and I'm going to record this as a check and then choose the amount up above. What you want to do here is under Type, choose Other, and then for the account, find the associated equipment account. And you'll find that if you go down to Assets. In my example, it's called Farm Machinery, and I can go ahead and type in the name of this piece of equipment, and then we're all done. We just go down below and hit Save and Close, or we can print check, and the transaction is complete. We can go back to the chart of accounts and go find the equipment account, Farm Machinery, and as you can see, it did increase by 15,000, and we can click on it and you can go there to see all the details. Now for the second scenario, it is much more complicated because we have a tractor purchase as well as a trade-in, a down payment of a check, and also a loan involved. So lots of things going on. The first thing that you want to check here is making sure that you have the correct equipment account set up in your chart of accounts, and also make sure that you have the loan set up. So for equipment loans, I would recommend that you go down to Notes Payable Long Term, go to Details, Add Account, choose the correct entity. The account type would be Notes Payable Equipment. Go ahead and change the name here to anything that you want. The balance owed, we'll keep that blank because this will happen when we actually do the transaction. There's one more button up here called Details, and for right now you don't have to fill in the details of this loan, but we do highly recommend you go back here at some point and fill this information in. Okay, this all looks good for now. Hit Save and Close. And as you can see, under Long-Term Notes Payable, we've got the tractor loan set up. It's got a zero balance. Looks good. Go to Account Register. We'll do a new purchase. We'll pick out the contact. This is a check. Defaults to the next check number. And for the checking account, we had a down payment of $10,000. So we'll type that in up above. We'll choose Other. First thing that we'll do is actually purchase the new machine. And so we'll go down to Assets and choose Farm Machinery. We'll type in the name of this tractor. That way we have that in our notes. Okay, and adjust the amount. We'll type in 100,000. We'll add a row. This row is going to be for the trade-in. So we're going to choose the correct account that it relates to. And I'm going to pick the same account here, Farm Machinery. This is the John Deere tractor trade-in. And this is for 20,000, so put a minus 20,000. I'm going to add another row here, and I also want to track the accumulated depreciation just to make that adjustment as well. So I'll pick out the correct account. I can add a description here. Now for these values, make sure that you talk to your accountant about this. So the numbers that you're getting for the trade-in, these are numbers that you likely need to talk to your tax professional. Make sure you have these numbers correct. We're going to keep hitting the add row here because now we have the loan that it relates to. And so for the account drop down, we're going to go to liabilities and choose the Case Magnum tractor loan. We can add a description here. And down below for memo, you can add more information about this. So if it's helpful for you, you can be very descriptive of what you purchased here. And we're all good to go here. So I want to hit the save and close button. And as you can see, the transaction shows up on the account register. But more importantly, if you go back to your chart of accounts, you'll see that your equipment accounts have been adjusted as well here. And if you go down to your liabilities, notes payable long term, you'll see that we now have that tractor loan of $80,000. And that $80,000, I can click on it and I can see all the transactions that occur with that loan, including my payments.